So it doesn't have to be a yoga strap, but if you have a scarf or a belt, it doesn't have to be a block, but if you have some sort of object that in that shape, a book, optional, but there'll be some parts where we use it. So in this practice today. And then just get back onto your mat, get comfortable, turning off your phone, tuning into your body for the next 60 minutes. You can go ahead and lie down on your back, starting in Shavasana. Let the eyes close. And if you like how it feels to place a block or a pillow or blanket behind your back, kind of under the shoulder blades, for a little release, a heart opening, chest opening release, you can try that. And if it becomes too much, you just move it out of the way. Just lying on your back, option to have the block between the shoulder blades. Eyes closed, heart open, tuning into your breath, deepening the inhales and the exhales. We'll try a simple breath to kind of let the body calm the nervous system a little bit faster. So it'll be 2 inhales and then an exhale. So maybe first imagining that you're breathing into your belly with your first long inhale, and then breathing into the heart with another inhale, and then a slow exhale. And continuing that a few more times, inhaling twice, so you can sip up a little more breath, and then exhaling it out. Fill up a little more each time you inhale. And then feel the belly release as you exhale, the heart soften. And as always, you can find your own intention or purpose for the practice today, but what I'll offer is from a quote from Alexander James and sharing advice about relationships in their life. Some years back, my wife and I got into the habit of asking each other, do you want comfort or solutions, when the other was having a bad time? That one question could save us from arguments 9 out of 10 times. So just considering when you have a problem, that do you want it to be solved, or do you just want a little bit of comfort? And considering that today throughout the practice, maybe continuing that breath, 2 breaths in and an exhale out, or moving to a more natural Ujjayi breath in and out the nose, if that's possible for you. And of course, I invite you to modify or adjust the practice using prompts as needed throughout the whole practice. If you have a block under your body, just gently move it off to the side and just lay down completely in Shavasana. Just notice how that feels. And then if you want to use some music, my playlist or your own, you can start some music now. From your back, you're going to cross your right ankle over your left, scoot your heels over to the left corner of the mat. You're going to reach your right arm to the left wrist and draw your arms to the left side of the mat. So you're making a banana shape with your body. Just kind of side body stretch on the right side as your arms and your legs point and reach to the left. And then release, Shavasana. And we'll do that on the other side. So cross the left ankle over the right, scoot the legs, the toes to the right, left arm reaches to the right wrist, and peel your body like a banana, little semi stretch of the side body, reaching long, and then release, Shavasana again, laying on your back, letting the head, neck, and shoulders release, feeling the comfort here. Then place your feet, soles of your feet as wide as the mat. Arms can stay wide and palms open. And just start to windshield wiper the knees to the right, the legs to the left, side to side. Maybe coming up onto your tiptoes, letting your hips lift off the earth. Getting into the hip flexors. Next time your knees are pointed to the left, keep them there. And if you want to increase the stretch, you'll lift your left heel and place it on top of the right thigh to kind of lower that right leg a little further down. For a more of a twist, you can turn your head to the right, eyes can remain closed. And then switch sides gently, maybe a couple windshield wipers between. And when your legs, your knees are pointed to the right, keep them there. Maybe turn your left ear to the left. Maybe you cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Upper body is staying relaxed. 2 more breaths into the twist. Big inhale. And a big exhale. And then release. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug, a squeeze. And let your left leg go long, heel heavy. If you have a strap or something similar, you can grab it. Start to stretch your hamstring towards the sky, using your strap or without it, that's fine too. A gentle hamstring stretch. So flex your foot, press it in the ball of the foot into the strap. And then you're going to just gently bend the knee. So a little compression, pull the knee into the chest and re-extend the heel towards the sky. Re-straighten it again. Couple times, bend and extend. With your breath, bend and extend. Once more. Keep the legs straight now, and maybe you go a little deeper in the hamstring stretch by pulling your toes over your face, holding the strap or the belt. You can use the belt or let it release. Bend the right knee outside the rib cage for half happy baby. Hand to the sole of the foot, outside of the ankle, or using the strap for that. Again, press the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Ground the left hip. Inhale here. And exhale, right leg goes long. Shavasana again. Arms and legs down. Left side, so draw the left knee in. Using your strap or scarf. Strap the left leg. Point the foot towards the ceiling. Let the left leg be straight and the right leg be heavy. And then bend the left knee, really squeeze it in. Exhale, press the heel away. Couple more times. Bend. Extend. Maybe one more time. And the next time your left leg is straight, keep it straight. Breathing into the backs of the hamstring, the backs of the left leg. One more inhale. Left knee bends and goes outside the ribcage for half happy baby. You can move the strap to the side. One more breath here. And then just let the left leg go next to the right. And notice how the left and the right leg feel. In your Shavasana again. Big inhale. Exhale, arms overhead, reach the toes, stretch the fingers and toes for a full body stretch. Maybe even press into your heels so your thighs and your glutes lift off the earth. And then release. Plant the soles of the feet, this time about hip width distance apart. Press the palms down and inhale, lift the hips, the thighs for bridge. As you start to slowly tuck the tailbone and lower your hips, reach your arms up overhead. Lengthen the arms alongside the ears. And then a dynamic bridge. So start to float the palms all the way back down to the earth and lift the hips. Exhale, hips lower, arms reach above your head. Twice more. Thighs lift. Reach the knees forward. Exhale, peel the back to the earth and reach the arms. One more time, press into all 4 quarters of the feet, bridge pose, palms pressing. Exhale, lower the hips. Maybe a little windshield wiper again here, shaking the knees side to side. Maybe give yourself another hug. And then we're going to start some core. So bridge pose. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower, and then a little crunch. So just lifting your head, neck, shoulders off the earth. Lower back down. It will alternate between bridge, tailbone down, and a crunch. With your breath, alternating bridge and a crunch. You could turn it into a full sit up if you want. One or two more. Feeling the core engaged. After your next crunch, just release, let the body go down, and extend the legs long. Grab your block, or if you have something similar to a block, and place it to the end of your mat. Put it between your feet, and see if you can keep it between your feet and lift your feet to the sky. Now, inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Reach for the block. See if you can pass. You might have to drop it if you can't quite reach your toes. Pass it off and extend your arms and legs, hovering arms and legs off the earth. Inhale, lift your toes, lift your arm, pass the block, maybe into your shins, maybe into your feet, and keep going. Exchanging the block between your feet and your hands. Working the core, challenging the brain. See if you can do 2 more exchanges. Keep breathing. After one more exchange, you can gently release the block wherever it is and take another full body stretch. Breathe into the belly. And just flip yourself over. You're going to be facing the other way. It's okay. Take Sphinx pose. Forearms down, palms pressed. Pull the heart through. Feeling the toenails press into the mat. Just feeling a nice stretch after working the core. One more inhale. And then exhale, release, and just go ahead and flip right back over again. Onto your back. Hug the knees in, start to rock and roll. No destination yet, just feel the nice massage of the spine. Taking the feet and the heels. See if you can gather enough momentum. We're going to meet in a forward fold. Maybe you use your hands, maybe you don't, to plant the soles of the feet. Let your head be heavy and start to straighten the legs in a forward fold, standing forward fold. Knees can be soft, head heavy, draping over your body. Grab opposite elbows and sway a little side to side, ragdoll pose. Closing the eyes. Moving the tongue or the jaw around. And then when you're ready, release the hands. Take a half lift, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold again. Bend the knees and slowly roll to standing. Press through all 4 corners of the feet, finding mountain pose. When you reach the top, squeeze the shoulders up, back, and down a couple of times. And then Tadasana. Palms float forward, press into the feet. Stand a little taller. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, bend the elbows, cactus the arms, open the heart. Inhale, reach high again. And then fold forward. One more half lift. Release, same thing. Bend the knees, slowly roll to stand. Squeeze the shoulders up, back, and down. Tadasana. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, sweep the arms back and take like a half lift with your chest. So it's like you're reaching your heart forward, reaching your tailbone back, and reaching your fingers back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. So just from standing, a little twist. Inhale, reach back to center. Same thing. Left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward and step back, plank pose. You can always lower the knees. See if you can lift the thighs, reach the heels back and crown of head forward. We're going to hold for several rounds of breath, building the heat internally. Press into the pads of the fingers as if you're palming a basketball. Feel the thighs lifting even more, getting lighter in the lower body. Press out of the shoulders. See if you can take 3 more slow breaths. If you need to lower the knees, go for it. You can always lift the legs back up. 2 more slow breaths. One inhale. On your exhale, knees down. Find your tabletop. So shoulders and wrists in line, hips and knees in line. And then take some big circles with your body in one direction. Go ahead and switch directions. Start to make your way back to tabletop. Lift your right knee and take it around in a big circle, feeling the hips awaken. Circle in the other direction. And then keep your right knee lifted out to the right. Kick your foot away from you. See if you can press all the way into your right hand and lift your left hand away. Awkward airplane. One inhale here. Left hand down and lower the right foot, but keep it at that long extension out to the right. Inhale here, find a little cat-cow from this position. Might not have a lot of range of motion, so just feel into that. The left knee is still bent, the right leg is straight. Now you can start to bend the right knee and take some big circles as you floss the hips, feeling the space there. Go in either direction. You can hold one spot, letting the head float. And stay in any place that feels a little sticky, needs a little extra attention. Then as you're ready, slowly circle yourself back towards center. Tuck your left toes and extend your right leg high, 3-legged down dog. Bend the knee, open the hips, scorpion dog. Shake out that right ankle and knee. And then find downward facing dog, 2 feet to the earth. Bend the knees like you're coming to tabletop, but hover the knees for 3. Keep them hovering for 2. And 1, knees and shins down. Left knee takes big circles, starting on the left side. Change directions. And then lift the left knee to the left. Kick the left heel away from you. Left palm stays planted. Reach the right arm out. Lift the heel, lift the arm, lower the hand and lower the foot, but keep the left leg straight and start your cat-cow variation. And close the eyes. Keep pressing through the left foot. One more cycle. And then pause, let the left knee bend deeply, and then start to shift the weight from the hips, maybe taking semicircles, full circles around in both directions. Letting the weight move from the left to the right hand. Flossing out your hips. Slowing it down, and as you're ready, tucking the right toes, extending the left heel high, one three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip, heel towards glute. Fire hydrant, shake out the left leg. And then find downward facing dog. This time hold your down dog, maybe pedal the feet, maybe shake the head, yes and no. Just stay to explore your down dog. Start to find a little more stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg high. Step all the way forward, high lunge. Big step to the top of the mat. Maybe widen your stance. Inhale, reach the arms high. Left arm forward, right arm back. We did this from standing. Open arm twist, stretch. Keep the shoulders over the hips. Keep the right knee over the ankle. And then right hand down toward the sacrum or to the left thigh. Left hand to the sky, exalted. Start to sweep your left hand down, but don't let it touch, or maybe just the fingers tap. Hovering, and then rise back up, either to the twist or all the way up and back. Keep going like that. Exhale as if you're going to come into your twist, but rise back up. Twice more. Using your core and your obliques to balance. If you fall out or wobble, that is the whole point. And then two hands frame the right foot, step the back foot in, pyramid. So have a short enough stance that both heels are on the earth. You could use your blocks or whatever props are available. Hands could be on the shin. Let the head be heavy. See if you can draw the left hip forward and the right hip back. Folding over two straight legs. Getting into the hamstrings again. Coming back to that intention of would you like a solution or would you like comfort? So the solution in yoga is always to bring your body closer to the earth. So that would mean like your left knee down, or to bring the earth closer to you. That would mean to have blocks or props. And comfort would just be maybe to turn off your computer and leave the yoga class if you're not feeling comforted by it right now. Two more breaths. Start to bend your left knee, finding a double lunge. Inhale the arms up. So the left knee is hovering off the earth. Press the palms together. Start to twist and let your left knee come all the way to the earth. Prayer twist. Big breaths here. Maybe your lower hand becomes, the left hand becomes a fist for a little more leverage. Bringing out the spine. One more inhale. Exhale, release, hands plant. Step the right foot back. And your first flow, maybe through this vinyasa, you lower knees, chest, chin, or you can take a chaturanga, just lowering to 90 degrees, cobra or upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a full cycle of breath here. Exhale, let it go. Let's do that again. Full breath in. Maybe exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, left leg lifts, big step forward. You could always bring your hand to your heel and pull it further forward to the top of your mat. Widen your stance so you can have a better base to balance. Inhale, arms rise. Lift the back knee, the back thigh. Exhale, open arm twist. Inhale, exalted. And then with your heel, the left foot planting down firmly, start to cartwheel your right hand just to hover and then float it back up. Couple more times with your breath. Move slow. Find the control. Maybe find something to stare at to help your balance. One more time. And then cartwheel both hands down, find pyramid. Slowing down the breath in this isometric hold, noticing what's taking you out of the practice and returning to your breath. Comfort or solution. And comfort doesn't have to mean quitting. It could just mean accepting the wobbles, accepting the instability or inflexibility, honoring where you are on this left side, not necessarily judging how it compared to the right or the last time you practiced yoga. One more big breath, and then start to rebend both knees. Inhale the arms up. Press the palms, pull them to your heart, start to twist to the left. Let the right knee gently come down, make sure it feels supported, and hook your right bicep outside the left thigh for a prayer twist. Low lunge. Maybe the right hand becomes a fist. Big breath in. And exhale to release. Plant the hands, step the left foot back. Option to take your vinyasa. Always the option to press into a child's pose, take some cat-cows, or just move right to down dog without taking your flow. Reset with a breath when you reach down dog. And then inhale, reach the right leg high, and step into high lunge again. The first part is gonna look the same. So high lunge. Inhale to reach through the fingers. Exhale, peel open, twist. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. This time, plant the left hand. Feeling support of the balance. Roll the right shoulder back. Either stay here or moving into side plank variations. You could lower onto your left forearm. Left heel rolls to the left. Your right foot could stay as a base. Lift the hips. Maybe you stack one foot in front of the other, one foot on top of the other. Maybe you hover your right foot off the other. Right hand can reach over the head. Wherever you are, lift the hips. If you want to add on, you can lower and lift the hips for a little bit more oblique action. Hips lift and lower for 3, 2, 1. Slowly watch the right hand meet the mat. Plank pose, vinyasa, or straight to down dog. We're going to take the left side, and don't worry, then we'll do a little wrist stretching because that's a lot for the wrists. Inhale, left leg stretches high. Step it forward, high lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, peel open, twisting. Inhale, exalted. Exhale, right hand plants inside the left foot. Left hand reaches for the ceiling, stacking the shoulders, spreading through the fingers. And now make your choice of how you want to modify or what kind of Vashisthasana side plank you want to move into. The right heel will roll to the right. Maybe the left foot stays with the kickstand. Maybe you stack or hover your left foot. Maybe you lower and lift the hips. You can always come to your forearm to support the wrist. See if you can stay for one more inhale. And then exhale, slowly return the left palm to the earth. Travel through a vinyasa or meet in down dog. From downward facing dog, look towards your hands. Bend your knees, and we're coming to a squat. So either step one foot and then the other foot forward, or lift your heels and on your exhale, lightly hop as far forward as you can. Press the palms together. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Elbows are into the inner thighs. And then left hand comes down, reach the right hand high. Option to stay here, or bend the right hand, reach it behind your back. Maybe even starting to find the binds. If you do have your prop nearby, that can support you in the bind. If you took the bind, release, press the palms back together at the center. And then right hand down, left hand up. Maybe you bend the elbows, reach around. You could just grab your shirt, or you can use the support of your prop. If you have the bind, take an inhale, exhale, let it go, hands back to center. Stay here for a couple more breaths, or if you feel like you have the energy today to plant the palms and take crow pose, looking forward, starting to float the heels higher and start to lift the toes off the earth. And then everybody put your feet back down on the earth. Start to straighten the legs. Bend the knees, roll up to mountain pose, Tadasana. So we're going to take some wrist stretches here, stretching the hands and the wrists. So just press your left heel of hand forward and spread the fingers wide. Draw the shoulder blade back into the socket so it's not reaching out. And then with your right hand, just gently using your first two fingers, kind of pull back on the pinky as you keep pressing the heel of the hand towards you. Spread the toes, don't forget about the feet. Inhale here. Exhale, release, and move on to the ring finger. Just gently kind of pulling the finger back as you press the heel of hand forward. And move on to the middle finger. And then into the index finger, take a full breath. Lastly, onto the thumb, wrapping your fingers around the thumb and just tractioning it back. Shake out the left hand, shake out the legs, and we'll do it on the other side. So when you're ready, the right hand comes forward. Spread the fingers as wide as you can, press the heel forward, draw the shoulder back. Left hand comes to the pinky finger and gently pulls the fingers back. Inhale. Exhale. Move to the ring finger. Move on to the middle finger. Move on to the pointer finger. Big inhale. Exhale. And lastly, move to your thumb. Take a full inhale. Full exhale. And release. Shake out the fingers here. Stepping to the top of your mat. We'll take a vinyasa and meet in down dog. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Plant the palms, step or hop lightly back with bent elbows. From downward facing dog, reach the right leg high and step into warrior two. Check your alignment. You want to widen your stance, deepen your lunge. Are your shoulders over your hips? Where's your back hand? Reach through the fingertips. Flip your front palm and reverse your warrior. So legs stay the same. Reach up and back. Keep your upper body as it is. Keep your lower body as it is. Just move your right hand. Flip the palm back down and pull it over your right knee, parallel with the earth. See how that feels in your right side of your neck. Just stretching the fingers, tractioning the neck. Inhale here. Straighten the right leg and reach up and back again. Reverse triangle. Inhale here. Star pose. Bring your heels in, your toes out. Stretch through your fingers. And start to turn your toes parallel. Bend your left knee. Press your palms together at heart center. So your left elbow almost touches your left knee. And then shoot back up into star. Open the arms. Keep going like that. Exhale. Side lunge to the left. Inhale. Open up star. 2 more. Hold your star pose. Bring the heels in and the toes out again, and then bend your knees. Lower your hips for goddess squat. From your goddess, bring your hands to the thighs, and you can dip your shoulders to the left and to the right. Just releasing your shoulders side to side. Maybe you lift one heel. Could stay on one side a little longer. As you're ready, press into the heels, rise back up into star pose. Cartwheel your hands to the top of the mats and travel through your flow. Inhale and exhale, down dog. Reach your left leg high, step forward, warrior 2. Start by checking your alignment from your feet up to the crown of your head. Feeling lighter through the fingertips. And then keep the legs as they are. Flip the palm, reach up and back, reverse, side body stretch. Keep everything the same except flip the palm back over and float it parallel with the earth, reaching it back away from you. Inhale here, exhale, reach up and back as the left leg straightens, reverse triangle. Inhale, rise up to star, heels come in, toes come out. Maybe bump your hips a little side to side, and then start to, maybe hands come to the hips, start to turn your toes parallel. Inhale the arms up. And then bend your right knee, lean to the right, maybe tap your elbow to the thigh. Inhale, lift star. Keep going between your side lunge and star. Beautiful. 1 or 2 more. Staying in star the next time you get there. And then you can fold forward and take a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you want to widen your stance. Maybe hands behind the nape of the neck, or hands come to the ankles or through your feet. Pouring all the weight that you can into the toes while keeping your balance. Take it a couple more breaths, maybe go a little deeper. And then start to bring your hands under your chest. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and with that length, crawl your hands back to the top of the mat. Step your left foot back. And option to flow. When you reach down dog, just lower the knees. Take them as wide as the mat. And find your child's pose, toes kissed together, forehead down. Take a moment to rest. If you need some water or tea, close the eyes. Have about 10 breaths here. before we come to one last standing sequence. So find the softness, the privacy in this posture. Return to your breath. Return to your intention. Feeling comforted like a child. Just the eyes are closed. Maybe the forehead rolls side to side. Maybe you want to stay in child's or move to embryo pose or bend the elbows and press the palms overhead like a little shark fin. You have another 5 rounds of breath. Use the next couple of breaths to visualize your warrior or your down dog again. Press into the palms to lift the forearms and the elbows as you tuck the toes. Maybe moving through a child's or a tabletop and some cat cow. No rush. Eventually, we'll all meet up in down dog. For one more standing sequence, there's a lot of balance. So from down dog, lift the right leg high and find high lunge again, crescent lunge, right to the top of the mat. Just like we started before, inhale, lift the fingers, exhale, peel open. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, find twisted pyramid. So walk the back foot in, left hand comes down, maybe right hand stays on the hip. As you turn your torso to the right, again, left hand could be on a block, on your shin. Maybe the right hand starts to peel towards the ceiling. If you'd like a little more, from here you can go into revolved half moon, twisted half moon. Your left heel will float off the earth. Wherever you are, take one more big breath. And then see if you can keep the right foot as a strong base. We're going to rise up to one-legged mountain. If your left foot falls, no worries. Just lift it back up. Left knee lifts. One-legged mountain. Twisting. Open arm twist. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale here. Exhale. You're going to step back into a twist. Left hand down, right hand high. See if you can come back up, one-legged mountain. Find the twist. Step left foot back, left hand down. Twice more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step back. Last time. Hold one-legged mountain with the twist. And then release. Just shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Maybe a little washing machine. We have to do that on the other side. Well, you don't have to. You could totally skip it and wait in child's pose. But I'm gonna do it on the other side, and then we will warm down. So if you'd like the flow between sides, take your flow, have your block ready at the top of the mat if you know you want to use it. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold. Take a half lift, reset the spine. Travel through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale from high lunge. Exhale, open arm twist. Find your balance, find your base. Reverse. No rush. And then start to walk your back foot in. Maybe hands to the hips for the transition. Twisted pyramid. Make sure you're doing the second side. From your twisted pyramid, if you want to add on, pour the weight into the left foot, the right foot will lift. Again, make sure you're not repeating the same side. You may have cued it incorrectly. Left hand can stay on the hip. It's a big transition. So see if you can keep your foot down as you rise your right knee up to a one-legged mountain. On the second side here. Reach through the fingers, root through the foot, and then peel open, open arm twist. Stretch through the fingers, and then a big step back, easy twisted lunge. Big step forward, a lock for the leg, sweeping the arms back, almost windmilling them. Couple more times at your own pace. Stepping back, and then drawing the right knee and thigh forward. Maybe twice more with your breath. You can hold and stay one pose a little longer. Gather your strength. Eventually we'll end with the one-legged mountain twist. Inhaling here, and exhale, just let it go. Shake all that out, shake it off. Woo. You made it. Option to take one final vinyasa from the top of the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step or hop back gently. From down dog, reach the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe you want to flip your dog or just stay in down dog, scorpion dog. If you flipped your dog, start to flip it back over, keep the right leg high, and then slide the right shin forward, finding half pigeon. You could also take pigeon on the back, figure 4. Lift the chest and begin to fold into sleeping pigeon. And close the eyes. Take 2 more breaths. Start to use your hands, your palms to press up. Then we're going to roll onto the right hip. So put the weight onto the right hip so the left knee and shin can come all the way forward and cross over. So left foot, left sole of foot is outside of the right thigh. Sit up tall. We're going to take a twist. You could straighten out the right leg if that feels better and just cross one leg over the other, or keep both knees bent. Inhale, reach the right arm high, and then maybe you give yourself a hug or you hook your elbow. Left hand is behind the spine to help twist into it. Did a lot of twists today, so be sure to hydrate. Take a big inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to twist into it once more. And then unravel. Bring your hands to the right and just look over your right shoulder, a little counter twist. And we'll move to the left side. Maybe you like to enter it from down dog. Maybe you just want to bring your left knee forward, right leg back. Down dog is a nice transitional place. Then you can flip the dog on the other side. But if you feel ready for pigeon, just hop right in. If you flipped your dog, come on out. So let's meet up in half pigeon. The left leg forward this time. Create the space to puff up your chest to fold with a long spine. Maybe over your block, pillow, blanket, or using your hands as a pillow. One more breath. Start to exit your pigeon posture. And just let all the weight come to your left hip, your left thigh. The right knee will come up and over. Left leg can straighten or keep it bent. Lift the chest, lift the left arm up by the ear, and then twist to your right. Right hand behind the spine. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. One more big breath in. And then start to unravel the twist, looking over the left shoulder, pulling yourself left. Start to extend both legs in front of you. Shake them out a little bit. And when you're ready, roll all the way to your back. And you can either settle straight into Shavasana. If you want to take your feet up to the sky, let them drape a little, the shoulders stand, or move to a wall and keep your feet up on the wall. Bend the knees, maybe a happy baby. Just moving for the next 10 or so breaths before we all find Shavasana. So if there's an eye pillow or socks or blanket, anything you need to get into the same position that you can stay for the remainder of the class. Maybe you liked having that block behind the back and you want to do that again to open the heart. But get there slowly. And then start to wind down last bits of movement that your body is craving so that you can settle into the most comfortable stillness for the next few minutes. Closing the eyes and letting go until I guide you out. We are made for pleasure. Humans have not survived out of spite or sheer grit or simply to make more humans. We live for pleasure, the pleasure of licking the last delicious crumbs off your fingers and feeling sunlight on your skin, massaging a loved one's shoulders. We're made to fill our bellies with delicious food, nap in soft grass, touch each other, enjoy and comfort. So start to make small movements in your body. And give yourself a comforting hug, pulling the knees into the chest. And then roll to most comforting position of the fetal position, just pausing on the side of your body. And taking one more breath of rest before you pull yourself up to find a seat if you're ready to join for a closing breath, or you can stay in Shavasana longer, of course. So sitting tall, inhale, exhale. Beautiful practice. Nice work. Thank you for joining me.